There's a kind of silence that feels heavier than words. The silence that follows after someone loses the one person who truly cared. They may not say it aloud, but right now, someone is sitting in that silence, thinking about you. And for the first time, they're realizing what they had and what they lost. When they were with you, life felt steady. You were their calm in chaos, the one who listened without judgment, who made ordinary days feel safe. But they mistook that comfort for something ordinary. They thought you'd always be there, no matter what. They took your understanding, your patience, your warmth, and quietly convinced themselves it was endless. They didn't realize that being someone's safe place is rare, that not everyone loves with the kind of purity you did. You made them feel seen, even when they were unlovable. You understood their silences, forgave their moods, and stayed through storms that weren't even yours to fight. You gave love that felt like home, and now that home feels like an empty echo in their heart. They're beginning to see how much space your presence filled. The messages they never replied to, the calls they ignored, the times they made you feel like you were too much. Those moments are replaying now like scenes from a film they can't turn off. And every scene carries the same ache, regret. Because now when they're hurting, they can't reach for you. Now when the world feels heavy, they can't hear your voice reminding them everything will be okay. They see your strength differently now. Back then, they thought your love made things too easy, that your gentleness was weakness. But now they realize it was your courage that held them together. You were their anchor when they were drifting, their shelter when everything else fell apart. And when you finally walked away, when you stopped explaining, stopped waiting, stopped showing up, they didn't understand it at first. But now they do. Because peace hits differently when you've lost the person who brought it. They tried to replace you, not because you were forgettable, but because they couldn't face the void you left. They searched for your energy in others, but every new face reminded them of what you gave effortlessly. Comfort, honesty, care that didn't ask for anything in return. And that realization hurts. They scroll through old pictures sometimes, reading your words like a prayer, trying to decode where it all went wrong. They remember the way you laughed, the way you cared too much, even when you were tired, and how you made broken things feel beautiful again. But now they know you weren't just someone in their life. You were the calm they didn't know they'd crave later. They're learning that safe doesn't mean boring. It means sacred. It means peace after a lifetime of noise. It means being understood without having to perform. And losing that kind of love changes a person. They'll never find another you. Not because you were perfect, but because you were real. You gave them stability in a world that thrives on chaos. You showed them softness without expecting anything back. You carried their fears like they were your own. They're realizing too late that you were never asking for too much. You were given too much to someone who wasn't ready to receive it. And now when they try to sleep, your absence whispers louder than your presence ever did. They remember how it felt to have someone who didn't give up on them. And the ache of knowing they let it slip away is something they can't outrun. But here's what's powerful. This story isn't about regret alone. It's about you. You've grown from this. You learned that being someone's safe place doesn't mean you stop being your own. You realize that love is not proven by how long you wait, but by how much peace it brings you. The universe removed you from situations that no longer honored your spirit. And now, as they sit in silence, missing you, you're being guided towards someone who won't need to lose you to understand your worth. So don't carry guilt for their awakening. Some people can only learn the value of light after standing too long in the dark. Affirmations. I release those who couldn't value my presence. My peace is my protection. I am loved, cherished, and seen by those aligned with my spirit. Prayer. Dear God, thank you for showing me that my love was never wasted. It was planted in the right soil, even if it bloomed elsewhere first. Heal those who hurt me and let them find peace. Guide me toward the people who recognize the beauty of consistency, honesty, and care. Teach me to love without losing myself again. Amen. Closure. They're realizing too late that you were their safe place. But you've realized your peace doesn't depend on being someone's home. It comes from knowing you already are your own.